Hi, my name's Margaret Bartley. I'm one of the staff members at the Seattle Metaphysical Library. When people walk in, the first thing I do is I say, have you been here before? Did you just walk in off the street, or were you heading here? That gives me an idea, because we're real different. We're a library, we're not a bookstore. A lot of people think that we're a bookstore because they just think the word library is just kind of like a made-up thing, It's not really a
They don't
library.
exist anymore.
But we do have books for sale because a lot of books are donated. A huge number of them are when people die, and their heirs discover there's no market for used books.
In an area of Seattle known as Ballard, there's a library. But it's not your typical library. It's a special library. It's a metaphysical library.
Books that tell us things about the world that are, I'm not necessarily contrarian, but outside the scope of what the public library would carry. Not on alternative health. Public library won't carry books on alternative health. We have a lot of books on astrology, a lot of books on UFO, a lot of books on theosophy, and I don't really know if the public library has theosophy or not.
Who specifically started the library?
There were 3 retired ladies, and one of them is on a photograph up here on above the door. Carrie Fisher and Susie Swanson just recently passed. And I can't remember the name of the third person. It's before my time. Was in 1961. They were retired school teachers. One was the editor of a Rosicrucian Digest, and one was an astrologer, and they wanted to share their books. This was back in 61. They rented a room in the Pike Place Market. Rent was $25 a month. They were open on weekends, and it just grew from there.
It's been around for 50 years. It's moved a bunch. And it's such an incredible space. You can learn about anything from Bigfoot to psychotronics and pyramid power. And some of the books are really rare and you can only really find there. And so you'd have to come in and sit down and read them. And they also have like a one-of-a-kind selection of lectures and periodicals. And if you're in Seattle, if you live here, if you're thinking of visiting, just come and see what stands out to you.
And Carrie Fisher, who started the library, her attitude was the books will go where they're meant to go.